Most men think intimidation comes from volume, from aggression, from dominance displays. They think if they speak louder, move bigger, react faster, they will command respect. But the truth is darker than that. The most intimidating man in the room is usually the quietest one. Not because he is shy, not because he is weak, but because he does not need to prove anything. And that is what unsettles people. When a man does not rush to fill silence, does not defend himself instantly, does not laugh nervously, does not over-explain, something shifts in the room. People feel it before they understand it. There is a difference between silence born from fear and silence born from control. One feels small, the other feels dangerous. In ancient Rome, power was not measured by how loudly a man spoke, but by how little he needed to. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Notice what is missing. No performance, no announcement, no emotional theatre." The Stoics understood that self-control is the highest form of strength. If a man cannot control his tongue, he cannot control his life. And if he cannot control his life, he cannot control how others perceive him. The man who speaks less forces others to project onto him, and projection creates mystery. Mystery creates tension, and tension creates intimidation. When you walk into a room, most people immediately start leaking information. They reveal their insecurity through speed. They talk too fast, smile too quickly, agree too often. They seek approval in micro-expressions. But the intimidating man does the opposite. He slows down. His movements are deliberate. His eye contact lingers half a second longer than expected. He does not rush to respond. He listens fully. He allows silence to sit. That pause alone can make weaker men uncomfortable, because silence is a mirror, and most people do not like what they see when there is nothing to distract them. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." That is not polite advice, it is strategic advice. When you speak less, you gather information. You observe dynamics. You notice who seeks validation and who commands it. The man who talks first often loses leverage. The man who reacts first often loses power. Intimidation is not about threat. It is about restraint. A restrained man suggests capability. An unrestrained man suggests instability. And instability is rarely respected. Understand this clearly. Intimidation is not anger. It is not hostility. It is not trying to scare people. True intimidation comes from emotional independence. When you do not need approval, people feel it. When you are not trying to impress, people sense it. When you do not react to provocation, people question themselves. Seneca wrote, "He who is brave is free." Freedom from what? Freedom from emotional slavery. Freedom from needing to respond. Freedom from needing to win every exchange. That freedom creates a quiet gravity, and gravity pulls attention without asking for it. Your body communicates before your mouth ever does. Stand still when others fidget. Keep your shoulders relaxed but firm. Move with intention, not nervous energy. When someone challenges you verbally, do not rush to defend. Hold eye contact, let the silence stretch, then respond slowly, calmly, directly. The man who answers immediately often answers emotionally. The man who pauses answers strategically. That pause alone signals that you are not under pressure, and if you are not under pressure, you are not controllable. Halfway through this, I want you to understand something. We are building something here. Over 1,000 men who are done with noise, done with weakness, done with chasing validation. If you feel this shift happening in your mindset, join this growing community of like-minded individuals who are choosing discipline over desperation and silence over insecurity. Because intimidation is not a trick. It is a byproduct of inner order. And that is what we cultivate here. Back to the core principle. Most people talk to reduce their own anxiety. Silence increases tension, and tension reveals hierarchy. The man who can sit comfortably in silence signals that he is not threatened by social pressure. That alone changes dynamics. Think about it. In negotiations, the one who speaks first often concedes. In arguments, the one who reacts first often loses frame. In relationships, the one who chases first often loses respect. Silence is not absence, it is leverage. There is also a deeper layer. Intimidation without words comes from alignment between mind and body. If your thoughts are chaotic, your body will betray you. You will blink too much, shift weight, break eye contact. But if your mind is steady, your body reflects that steadiness. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, you have power over your mind, not outside events. When you internalize that, you stop reacting to every external stimulus. You become centered, and centered men are rare. Rarity alone creates value. Value creates respect. Another uncomfortable truth. The more you seek to be liked, the less intimidating you become. The more you seek to be respected, the more you must detach from needing approval. That does not mean becoming cold or cruel. It means being grounded. You do not laugh at jokes you do not find funny. You do not agree just to smooth tension. You do not over-explain your decisions. When someone questions you unnecessarily, you answer briefly, or you do not answer at all. The man who feels no compulsion to justify himself radiates quiet authority. Even your pace of speech matters. Lower it slightly. Reduce filler words. Eliminate nervous laughter. Speak clearly, then stop. Let your words land. People interpret economy of language as confidence. Rambling suggests insecurity, and insecurity cannot intimidate anyone. Remember, intimidation is not about fear. It is about perceived capability combined with emotional stability. A volatile man is loud. A dangerous man is controlled. There is a reason statues of ancient warriors and philosophers depict calm faces. They are not screaming. They are not flailing. They are composed. Because composure under pressure is the ultimate signal of strength. Anyone can shout. Few can remain still when tested. When someone tries to provoke you and you do not react, you send a message without speaking. I am not moved by you. And nothing unsettles insecure people more than being unable to move you. But do not mistake this for passivity. Silence must be backed by competence. If you are quiet but incompetent, people will sense it. Intimidation requires substance. Work on your body, strengthen your posture, improve your skills, increase your knowledge. When you know you are capable, your nervous system relaxes, and relaxed confidence is magnetic. The Stoics trained daily not just in philosophy, but in hardship, cold baths, physical discipline, mental rehearsal of adversity. They built internal resilience so their external presence remained steady. So here is the shift. Stop trying to look intimidating. Start becoming unshakable. Stop trying to dominate conversations. Start mastering yourself. Stop reacting instantly. Start choosing responses. When you remove emotional impulsiveness, people feel the weight of your restraint. And restraint implies power. After all, only someone capable of force needs to restrain it. Next time you enter a room, test this. Say less than usual. Listen more than usual. Hold eye contact slightly longer. Do not rush to fill gaps. When challenged, pause. When complimented, nod. When criticized unfairly, remain composed. Watch how dynamics change. Watch how some people become uneasy. Watch how others lean in. Because humans are wired to measure threat and status subconsciously. And calm control signals high status far more effectively than noise ever could. In the end, intimidation without words is not about others at all. It is about you, your discipline, your emotional control, your detachment from validation. The Stoics did not teach men to be loud. They taught men to be sovereign over themselves. And a man who governs himself does not need to govern others through fear. His presence does the work for him. So remember this: loud men seek attention, weak men seek approval, but controlled men command respect. Not because they demand it, but because they embody it. And when you embody it long enough, silence stops being empty. It becomes a statement.